puwersahang pagtatrabaho, sex trafficking, sapilitang pagkuha ng mga body organ. Ilan ito sa mga uri ng human trafficking na hindi lang laganap sa bansa, kundi maging sa iba't ibang panig ng daigdig. Tinatayang nasa 2.5 milyong tao ang nagiging biktima ng human trafficking sa buong mundo. Sa layunin ng ating pamahalaang mapababa ang mga kaso at tuluyang masugpo ang isyu ng human trafficking, itinayo nito ang Interagency Council Against Human Trafficking o IACAT. Ano-ano nga ba ang mga hakbang na isinagawa ng IACAT upang maproteksyonan ang bansa sa banta ng human trafficking? At paano nito pinananagot ang mga human traffickers sa bansa?
Magandang gabi po, Assistant Prosecutor Darlene Pajarito. Welcome po sa Justice on Air.
Salamat po. Magandang gabi po din, Atty. Reche, and sa inyo pong lahat.
Ma'am, unang-unang tanong po, na ilang beses na rin po namin na itanghal po dito ang tungkol sa IACAT. Ngunit para sa mga bagong manonood po natin dito sa Justice on Air, pwede pong paki-explain po kung ano po ba ang ginagawa ng IACAT at saka ano po ang mandato nito?
Ang IACAT po, or the Interagency Council Against Trafficking, ay isa pong body that is created by law. And this law is the Republic Act 9208, or the Anti-Trafficking Act of 2003. And it has been amended by RA 10364, which is the Expanded Anti-Trafficking Act of 2012. Now, this law created this body so that this body can coordinate, monitor, and oversee the strict implementation of this law itself. And it also created the ex-secretariat, the IACAT Secretariat, which is also a body under the supervision of the Department of Justice. That will also monitor all the efforts of the partners and members of the council, and to ensure that these are recorded and that all the efforts are coordinated, and that the council can give assistance to all of these partners in this fight against human trafficking.
Nakalagay po interagency. Ano-ano po ba yung mga ahensya na kasali dito?
Marami po. This agencies involved here as members, regular members. We have the Department of Justice and the DSWD, where the secretaries of DOJ and the DSWD sits as co-chair. And then the other regular members would include the Department of Foreign Affairs, Department of Labor and Employment, the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, the Bureau of Immigration, we have the Philippine National Police. Marami po pa, and I don't like to miss them. But
mga NGO po ba? Meron po ba?
We have also ex-officio members, and it includes the Office of the Vice President. We have the National Bureau of Investigation, and we also have
halos lahat ng law enforcement
DILG,
arm, no?
yes, all the enforcement arm, and the DILG, or the Department of Interior Local Government. And NGOs, we have three NGOs. We have the International Justice Mission, which is the NGO representative for the children's sector. Then we have the Visayan Forum Foundation, which is the NGO representative for women. Then we also have the Blast Oplet Policy Center, which is the NGO representative for overseas Filipino workers.
Mukhang napakarami nagtulong-tulong para sa pagsugpo ng itong tinatawag na human trafficking. Ano po ba itong human trafficking para sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam?
Well, to put it in layman's terms, kasi mahirap talaga yung definition ng human trafficking, but the law defines human trafficking as marami siyang akto na ginagawa, and itong mga akto includes recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, receiving, act of offering, hiring, maintaining, and dalawa ang means of doing this, and they use it either violently or non-violently. Yung violent means ang ginagamit nila either by threat, intimidation, or puwersa talaga,
coercion,
or abduction, or kidnapping even. So, puwersa. Yung non-violent means, yung ginagamit nilang pamamaraan is the deception. And which is the usual form that they would deceive our victims. And also, another most common non-violent means is the taking advantage of the vulnerability of the victims. And then, there are three purposes that will define what kind of trafficking it is, human trafficking it is. So the three forms, we have the sexual trafficking, the labor trafficking, the organ trafficking. So if they use these acts, yung mga akto na sinabi ko, and through any of those dalawang pamamaraan, kung ang purpose ay gagawin nila itong sexual, like pornography, or sex tourism, or prostitution, pornography would even include cyber sex trafficking. Okay. So then that would be sexual trafficking. But if the purpose is for forced labor, slavery, involuntary servitude, then that would be forced labor trafficking. And lastly, if the purpose is to sell or remove your organ, then that becomes for the purpose of organ trafficking.
Linawin po natin, no, Assistant Prosecutor, yung pagta-traffic po ba ay kailangan yung tao na biktima ay tinatanggal dun sa pinanggalingan niya at inilalagay sa iba? O pwede naman po ba kunwaring katulad nung sa cyber prostitution, no? Nandun pa rin sila sa kanilang barangay o bahay kung saan sila nakatira, pero yung mga materyales, yung mga video, mga pictures, sa iba binebenta. Or katulad sa organ naman, nandun pa rin sila sa bahay, pero yung organ nila ay dinadala sa ibang parte ng mundo, sa ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Yun, papasok po ba yun sa human trafficking o hindi na po?
Pwede yun papasok kasi you just enumerated two ways din. Yung human trafficking can happen when there is movement, at it can also happen when there is no movement at all. Like the clear example you gave on cyber trafficking. Andun lang mga biktima sa bahay. What the human traffickers do, they provide the computers, they provide the cameras, they provide the internet connection. So walang movement. Andun ang human trafficking happens right inside the house of the victim. So that is also a form of human trafficking. And it is happening.
Gaano po ba kalaking problema ito? Lalo pa sa dito sa Pilipinas, no, na alam naman natin sa bawat sulok ng mundo may mga Pilipino, no? At syempre dito rin sa bansa natin iba-ibang mga isla tayo, 'di ba? Madaling dalhin ng isang tao sa ibang isla o sa ibang syudad para doon i-exploit. Gaano po ba kalaki itong problema?
It's really a very big problem. It's a global problem. If I may say that, you know, ang income nito is about $32 billion a year. Kasi it's a syndicated organized crime. So ang laki ng income, and it is happening within the Philippines, and of course it's considered a transnational crime. So pwedeng mangyari that within human trafficking within the Philippines and human trafficking that would start in the Philippines and matatraffic or ma-exploit sila abroad na. So it happens also.
Tapos yung sa mga nangyayari po, no, na human trafficking, ano na po yung mga datos natin dito? At saka meron po bang mga incidents na hindi ito mga nare-report? Dahil syempre medyo kukulang din naman yung ating mga resources sa gobyerno, no? Pero mamaya nyo na po sagutin yan dahil magbabalik po ang Justice on Earth.